do you have any advice for this next generation of players, whether
Hmm.
it be, high school student athletes or people, that's just entering the league?
Oh man, just stay focused, man. Always understand and remember what got you there, and always remember what made you want to be there in the first place. You know what I'm saying? Never lose your passion, never lose your focus, and never lose the love for the game. I mean, you know what I mean? So like those are the only things. Always work hard. Uh, always show different things on uh, why you're valued. You know what I'm saying? And just be a great person, man. Be a great person. Be a great person to to your peers, to your family, and you know what I'm saying, to everybody. You know, always be approachable. Don't never think that you're better or higher than anything else. You know, everybody is human, and so are you. And just treat everybody the same. That's all.
That's real. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
Hmm.
it don't
that's
get,
it. Get on, yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I would say too, though, when we talk about younger athletes, what's one thing or the direction the game is headed, right?
Hmm.
What's one basketball skill that you think every basketball player should have? Now, obviously, there's different positions on the court, but something that you feel like, all right, if I had to do this all over again, or like, yo, if you really want to make it into the league, here's a skill that like you have to pick up on quickly.
I just feel like effort. It's not a skill, not anything. You can't coach it, you can't teach it. Effort. You know what I'm saying? Effort wins championships, it wins plays. And man, that's it, man. Effort and being coachable. You know what I'm saying? Like just social media is crazy today, you know what I'm saying? So they get so involved. That's why I say stay focused, because people are getting so involved and so excited about what they see about, which I feel like, people should be getting paid and all that stuff with their likenesses and those things. But I don't want that to get diluted in the fact of people focusing on that and kind of like camouflaging their workouts with Instagram to get those likes and to get those sponsorships and those endorsements, instead of just putting that real hard work and effort in. Like guys who are good or guys who are superstars don't even really be on social media, or they're not even tied to their phones like that. So that's what kids have to understand too. Like the ones that they see, they're not even they never let they never let those things you know derail or deter their focus. You know what I mean?
Do you think that's why people appreciate guys like Giannis and Dame? Because they talk about like, yo, I don't work out with people. Like I'm not with my
Yeah,
phone
yeah,
and all that.
and that was crazy. I got crucified for that when I was playing. You know, I never liked to work out with other guys that played in the NBA. I wanted to be able to do my own thing, and they took it as I wasn't working out. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't see me in those pictures with everybody else. So I wasn't going to LA and going to those runs. I was like doing things on my own, and it was and now it's glorified. You know what I'm saying? But it's it is what it is. It's timing is everything. You know what I mean? And I tip my head off to those guys, because uh, like if you everything doesn't have to be seen. If you really put in that work in, like you say you are, people will see it during the season.
Can you talk about it a little bit? Can you talk about it more when you talking about kind of like players getting labeled early on in their careers? I look at like Jamal Crawford. He was a guy that like he could have been a starter his
Mm-hmm.
entire career, but it's just like the media kind of labeled like he's a six man. He should come off the bench.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you talk about that?
I mean, hopefully coaches aren't listening to the media and making their decisions based off of what they say. You know what I mean? So
Yeah.
Yeah, hopefully.
yeah,
Hopefully.
hopefully, right? I
Hopefully
mean,
it's a big yeah.
sheesh. I mean, man, I think that, he could have been a starter for sure. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, with a guy like Jamal Crawford, who's a human microwave, who can get you instant buckets. Like normally, you know, what people don't understand and look at is like, you know, when you look at your bench, you know, you need things that could come off your bench too that can be able to withstand or kind of like, you know, increase the help of the team. So you know, if you already have a guy that can score the ball like Joe Johnson, and you know, you really kind of feature him and you give him, you know, you give him a lot of isolation plays, and then you have you know, Al Horford, who's really good post up guy, and I might break a play off here and there. You know, might be working out pick and rolls. Like, you know, we needed somebody to come off the bench when Joe left to be able to kind of like give us that. To, you know, we didn't want to drop off. You know what I'm saying? So in our instance, we needed him to be the sixth man because and you know, for him, it was better and beneficial for him to be the sixth man because, you know, it gave him the shots that he needed, and it didn't take any shots away from him with Joe being on the court, and so it was great for our team chemistry. So I'm not sure about for us, but for a couple of organizations, you know, he could have started. I definitely agree with that. I definitely agree. But, you know, like with guys like Lou Will, like he embraced that role. So it's either you like, you know, like you play the hands that you're dealt, or you try to reshuffle them yourself, and then you don't know what kind of cards you're gonna get. You know what I'm saying? So it's like at the end of the day, like it's such a blessing to be in the NBA, and it's so hard to get there that I don't think guys are really tripping on where they put them at. They just try to make the best out of it. You know what I mean?